So, hey guys, what's going on? This is the second tutorial of how to make a cat clicker. So, click the file and click save as a copy. And as I said, this is part 2. Voila. Now, what are we gonna do in part 2? So, actually, you can add some songs, whatever you want, but what I reckon is I have whoops. I have a I have a song and like a example. I'll just choose Spring in My Step and delete the pop sound. Okay, so I also added my intro here. So this is not you're not forced to put that on, but it's your choice. So when green flag clicked here, forever play sound Spring in My Step until done. That's what you, that's what you gotta do, but what I'm gonna do is in my intro, when it's finished, I will just broadcast a message called start here. So get back in the backdrop one and replace the green flag click by when I receive start. So of course save and make it full screen text. That's working as well. It's working the same thing. It's working the same thing as before, just added a song. I'll just move the starts somewhere else, like there. Yeah, it's better. So, do you want to add a shop? So, make a new sprite named shop and draw a rectangle at any size you want. Just make sure it's a rectangle or any custom shape, and fill it with your favorite color. I'm gonna choose green. There. And select the text tool and write shop. And don't forget to change the color and make it bigger. This even more bigger maybe. Yeah, like this. So go back in the code sprite, not sprite, but code tab, shop, and the shop sprite. When green flag clicked, go to back layer. So select the place where you want it to go. And also reduce the size to 50. That's too small, 75, yeah. Put it here. So go to XY. Of course, show. And set the size to your resides here. 75. So let's see if this is the same thing. Don't forget to save. Let's test. Just added an icon. So what I like to do is copy the script onto the shop site and make this. And also change the size to the size you want if touching mouse pointer, if else. So here we'll put 95. And don't forget to move the shop a little bit further. So we'll update that. We'll just round 65, just 135, let's see. Here, very smooth, right? So the only problem with that is that it's not doing anything when we click. So add a when this sprite clicked. There's many ways to make a shop, backgrounds, sprites, but what I prefer is the background and make another background or just duplicate it. Delete the cat clicker tutorial, the title name, delete and make a new one named shop. Uh-oh, I made it wrong. So let's make that bigger. Let's put it on top so that it is. And don't forget to rename the backdrops. Okay, so in the shop sprite, when this sprite clicked, you can broadcast a new message named enter shop. Click OK. Broadcast enter shop. Yeah. So what we gotta do is hide the score and hide any other compartment that's not with the shop. So when I receive enter shop, hide. And same thing in the cat, so we'll just slide this and put in some free space here. And don't forget to save. And in the backdrop, when I receive enter shop, switch backdrop to shop backdrop. And don't forget at the beginning to switch it at game backdrop in game. Okay, so time for testing. Working, but how do we get back? Here's a solution. Make a new costume or just duplicate the shop one, naming it back. Make it your color, your choice. It's your choice. Put the back, snap it to the center. Make sure all the things is snapped to the center. So there. And don't forget to rename it to shop here. So when this right clicked and broadcast in the shop, but what we need is to switch it to back when the backdrop is switching to shop. But actually, if I put that on and I click back, it would always be back. So I'm gonna use this choice. Make a new variable named click times. For our sprites. So at the beginning, set clicks times to 0. And here we gotta put a if else. When this sprite clicked, broadcast in their shop. Change click times by 1 if click times equals 1. So if click time equals 1, then switch costume to back, else switch costume to shop, and don't forget to reset the click times to 0. So let's test. So here, that is still clicking in the shop. We can get back, but we haven't programmed yet how to get back. So in the shop sprite, here we only broadcast in the shop. So it'll be all times the shop one. Select the broadcast in the shop in the first condition and duplicate the message and make a new message named get back. So on the else branch, broadcast get back, and when I receive get back, show on the cat and on the score. So when I receive get back, show. Same thing in the score, we'll just slide in there. And do the same thing with the backdrop. So save. And cat clicker is still working. Play. Let's see the shop. No. Haven't added anything inside yet, but it's your choice. I don't know what to add that you don't like. And I don't know what to add that you like. So it's your opinion to add a shop or not, but like I said, it's your choice. So it's all for this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.